Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Cullen on Film. Tonight, we are having a little reunion here from a short film that we all worked on called Marathon Mouth. And if we go around, why don't we start with you, Aiden? We'll go around counterclockwise. So, Aiden, what's going on?
Not much. This is cool. This was a really cool idea.
Man, it's great. And then
I was delighted to see the email.
Cool.
Like, wow, this is neat.
And we got Chris down there. What's up, our director, Chris?
What's up, guys? How are we doing? It's nice to see everybody.
And Mr. X, should we say Mr. X's name?
Yeah, you can use my name. I ate too many pop burners before. It's like I got kind of paranoid.
Liam, you wrote it, you produced it, you acted in it. So that's us right now. So we'll just go on with it, and then when the other guys pop in, if people pop in, if they know how to use a computer, we'll get them. So
sounds good.
So how's everyone doing during all this? This is a little crazy, but I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to have a little reunion on the internet online and talk about the short film that I just put out on YouTube so everyone can watch it.
Oh yeah, what's the title?
We'll put the link below so people could link on it and go check it out on YouTube. But it was just on my YouTube, and I didn't see it anywhere. I'm like, I can't find this movie. Where did it go? And I had it in one spot, and I had to download it, and I was like, you know what? Let's just put it on YouTube. So just put it up there. So now we have it out there.
Oh, great. Listen.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. So why don't we start with how in the hell did you come up with this script, Liam?
Well, I think you were present for its genesis, Colin. Remember, it was.
Yeah,
it was at a film festival.
That was our first year.
I guess it was yours. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Kevin came to show up, and he knows nothing about movies, or usually hangs out with those sorts of people.
Didn't he just like come from a race?
Yeah, it was always either coming from the track or the bar. It was one or the other. But and he comes down, he's hanging out, and I hadn't seen him in forever. And it was me and a bunch of filmmakers and him, and he was obviously just a little out of place, but nonetheless, he's comfortable pretty much around anybody.
Well, so we were at a bar at the time.
Yeah, so as long as alcohol is involved, there's no problem. And so he starts telling me how he's dating this girl who's like a marathon runner, and he was telling her that I run like a 5.25 mile, something along those lines. And the reality of the situation was that Kevin hadn't been off the couch in probably about 30 years. So and then he said, I signed up for this 5K with her. Which I thought was adorable, but also, a little bit dangerous. So, after I get done laughing at him, he's like, no, I think I'm really going to do it. And I said, wow. I said, this is going to be a great independent movie if you bullshitted this girl that you were going to run the race. And then, when you went to train, you just you pulled up your tube socks and put on your 80s gear and just just cracked a beer, hung out, and, we could play all this, Rocky theme music-esque music. And then, you end up running the marathon under some miraculous kind of feat of strength. Not the marathon, I'm sorry, the 5K.
Marathon. Imagine it was a marathon.
Yeah.
So
you die, and then and then we call it Marathon Mouth. So
it's pretty much based on a true story, except for having you in it as his alter ego. His alter ego, yeah. So pretty much that's all you pretty much made up. Everything else really happened, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It's pretty much just Kevin's life, only if I was just in his head and just annoying him the entire fucking time. So that was
Was he dating the girl?
At the time,
was he dating the girl while we were making this, or was that
a week? No, I mean that so fast.
That didn't last very long.
I've never seen a bigger pussy hat in my entire life. I mean, you can't even walk down the street with the guy because he's just talking to every random woman that walks by.
Hence, in the movie where we had my cousin in that, and my young cousin and her cousin were in it, like young kids walking down the street on Tar Beach.
Oh, that was a long time ago. We didn't know it was wrong back then.
Didn't he recruit some extras just right on the street too?
He did.
He just sort of gabbed at until they said they'd do the film.
on the beach,
Yeah.
all the girls on the beach.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them got cut too. That we
There's other conversations that didn't make the final cut. Actually, it's true.
All right.
So Chris, how did you get involved in directing it? Can you go back and tell that story? Was it just a drunk night in the bar, us talking?
No, I don't remember the first time it was floated to me. I remember getting the script. I don't remember the first time it came up. It probably was just over a beer or something. Hey, I got this idea kind of thing, but I remember reading the script the first time through. And I thought, like, you had told me, oh, we got this guy. It's about the main character. The guy's going to play the main character. It's just about him. And I thought, well, good. Cause this is, completely driven by him, right? The whole story is him and his personality and everything. But I thought it'd be a fun thing to get involved in and be a part of. I was always afraid of doing, I was afraid to direct comedies. I'm more of a fear of people not laughing at what I shoot than anything else, and not laughing at the punchline kind of thing. So, I had said yes. I was excited to do it.
Any film that involves a horse?
Oh, I mean, look, you're not supposed to work with animals, right? We did that. Sex scenes are like impossible. We did one of those. Kids, right? There were kids on. I mean, all the above. We checked all the boxes of things that you're supposed to turn down. I just thought, what, this will be a fun thing. No matter how it turns out, let's just roll with this and see what happens. So.
Yeah, it's easy to fail if you have low expectations to begin with.
I was up for the challenge. Let's put it down. It wasn't low expectations as much as it was like.
And then we went, and Liam and I were in there, and we were casting, and we got you casted, Aiden, in the part of the cousin, or one of the cousins. Right. How was that? Do you remember the audition and everything? You remember that?
I remember it was like you guys were like imposing audition cast that you guys really put on. You donned your casting director hats. It was very intense. It was not this convivial atmosphere in which we presently find ourselves. It was all business.
These guys can be a little heavy sometimes.
You guys were
we were serious. We're like, we're getting the best people for these roles, right? Really. We debated, but we both right away were like, "You're in. We got to get Aiden, right?"
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't he the only one? Right? I mean, he was the only one that we're just like, that's it, right?
Your monologue was Gordon Gekko, right?
The what?
It was, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Reed is good.
That was the first monologue I ever tried to work on. Like, isn't that crazy?
Good one.
This one, the Oscar for.
So I was just actually watching it again, laughing. I watched it back as I downloaded it, and man, I haven't seen that in years. So it was pretty funny stuff.
Hey!
Aaron,
what's up, bud?
Long time no see.
What's going on, bro? You look great.
You got a dark room back there. You're all good though.
I've got a little bit of a dark room. I had to come back. From my paradise for a few days, unfortunately. But what's going on, bro? Do I need to light up back here?
No, you're good. We can see you. We can see you. We can see you fine. Uh-oh, I froze. I froze. My face froze. I don't know why my face froze. Oh, there we are. We all froze there for a second. There you go. That's really nice. So
where's your paradise? Where were you?
It's just froze. Dara, we were just talking about like how we first started out in this, and we were just talking to Aiden about casting. And so, how was your casting experience when we first started all this? Do you remember that? Do you remember going in there and?
Yeah, I do. I thought it was like for something like a little more important and not as much fun.
Yeah.
Then it turned out to be like really unimportant and a lot of fun.
Hey man, that's what we still going, guys. All right, give it a chance.
It was very cool. And I love being on the shore, and and you guys are fucking totally banging. So, you know.
I can't believe how long it's been already. It's been so long ago. And I thought we did a lot of film festivals for a while, and then we ended it with a bang. We won a bunch of awards, right? I think, Liam, you missed it. You were going to go to,
I
and
missed
Chris,
them all,
Chris,
too.
you got an award for it, Chris. I think you and Kevin. Well, there it is.
Here, actually. It's right
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
And,
There you go.
there we
That's
go.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
In
Beautiful.
Jersey, we won an award for that shit.
Yeah. On our last festa, it was the last one in Atlantic City, and it was a fun. No one else came down. I think Liam was going to come down. I think Chris, you were going to come down, but you couldn't. Something happened, and
I don't remember.
And well, I don't remember much of the night after that because after we won. Well, first I got up there. They announced one of you. I forget which one first. Maybe they said Kevin first. I got there and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I'm glad you were there. I can't remember why.
Where is that man now? Where is Kevin?
We don't know where he
Is
is.
he-
We sent him the
Okay.
link.
I think
Liam,
he's doing a dramatic effect. He's going to be here. He's going to come in.
later he's going to
It probably has something to do with a story he told a girl, and this will mess up the entire lie or something like that. You probably can't make it.
right now. He's lying right now about it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll never forget. I don't think I even laughed harder. I think we were at I don't think you guys were there. Liam, you might have been, but it might have been the second time we did it because two times we played it in Asbury Park at the Little Theater. I know you made one, Liam, but
How was that one?
I think you did it again, and I went, or you might have been. No, I think this is when we had an after party afterwards at Kelly's, and he had all his friends there that he knew. All these people showed up. It was packed, and he was telling more stories. He told a story about where he was like almost got shot by somebody, and he's running out of a house, and I couldn't stop laughing at this story. It was about guys chasing with a baseball bat and a gun and get shot at, and he jumps out of the window. I never laughed so hard. I'm like, why didn't you put this in the movie? It was hysterical. He's like, well, we'll have to do a sequel because he just kept telling more and more stories.
The material's endless.
And they were all the people there were like, it's true. It's absolutely 100% true. All those stories. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. The material's endless with him.
I don't know. I don't know if you're that guy would want to spend another 10 grand on a sequel.
No.
Gotta catch him.
I'll totally debut. I'll do my second debut in one.
But so I was just telling them, Darren, that it wasn't out there, so I just put it out on a YouTube page. So we're gonna have the link go across so people can go check it out for free, and maybe we'll get a lot of hits. Who knows?
Why not?
Might as well put it out there, right?
Giggles, man.
Chris, I was telling the story of the sex scene before we got on.
Mm-hmm.
We were filming that. And you remember when Kevin came out of the bathroom and he had that super white tube sock around his junk that had the stripes on it from the Rocky scene on the beach? Remember? That was what we had. And it was super tan, and it was just like really super white in the tube sock.
Yeah, I'll say that the thing that stands out from that scene for me is, I shot it as well as directed it, and so I was
close set. Your first close set.
I had to close the set. I felt like hooligans weren't, gonna be appropriate during the scene. I needed to control my set. No, but I was framing up and lighting Kevin's ass, and I found myself, working on the composition of my shot and realizing what I was composing, and then I edited it as well. And in the editing room, he's thrust.
That'd be interesting.
He's thrust, and my directions are, bigger, faster, slower. I'm like whispering them, and it's the raw footage is actually pretty hilarious, because it's really just me being like, that looks great. Okay, now more. There you go. Okay, there you go. More thrusts. Okay, good. Can you moan more? Moan more, please. There we go. Getting her to moan was tough. You know, it was a tough scene. It was hard to do, but I think it got a good laugh at the end of the day.
It got a good laugh, but people also cringed at that part too. They see his ass.
Hey, we went for it. You know,
but it was cut quick enough that where people start like they see it and they're like, oh, and then they laugh because he's sitting there with the beer.
The transition is the circle, like the closing in, you know, like into black, like it closes in.
And then the line right after about like, what an ass.
What an ass. Well, you know, yeah,
some things I block out.
He almost didn't want it.
Once you've seen it, they can't unsee it.
No,
You see it in fucking dreams. You know what I mean? Like that ass just thrusted at you.
Well, and I'm this far into the scene. You got to realize I'm editing it, and I'm like, I'm here. I've got to, you know, I got to put the close up in, and I've got to, you know, I've got to really put the nail on the head there, and do the zoom in cut, you know. So had to do it.
We got that.
There's no point going halfway. You know what I mean? We had to go all in there.
Yeah. So
where is Jenna? Did Jenna get an invite to this, Miss Maz?
I haven't heard from her at all. Unfortunately, a lot of people we haven't heard from, haven't seen. It's just time went by so fast. That's what I was like. We got to have. I'm doing the show now. We got to have a reunion of people. It'll be a lot of fun. So, and,
How long has it been?
do you remember what year we did it? Like, Aiden, you said 5 years ago. You said, right?
Yeah, it's 2015.
5 years.
No,
I can confirm.
no, it's not that
2015,
long. It can't be that long.
It is.
It can't be
It's
that
crazy.
long.
Yeah,
That's
I think
crazy.
It
so.
can't be that
so.
long.
My wife says it's 2015.
It's crazy.
5 years?
Yeah, my wife was 21 when we shot
I
that.
know. It's not.
Yeah, she's
Wait a minute, you're married? Liam, you got married?
He got married.
Remember the Chinese girl in that scene? Yeah, she's sitting over here. Got her ass kind of just over
Oh,
there.
shit. How's your foot? You're still working from home?
5 years later.
That was actually the plague. Yeah, just about every job I got, I've been working from home since then. The blessing and the curse.
I'm working from home now too. That's where this came from because I'm working at home, teaching online. But
And brother, you still in Staten Island?
No. No, I moved out. I moved from Staten Island to LA, and then I'm back in my hometown now, up in
No,
Rochester, New
right.
York.
You moved out to LA right after that gig. Right? You moved to LA pretty quick after that.
Yeah, it was like the following year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was out there for a couple of years.
How'd that go?
You back?
Came back home.
All right.
LA's a crazy place.
That's
I
right.
lived there for 2
Everyone
years.
should live there for a little while.
Yeah, I lived there for
It's
2 years.
strange.
Came back.
Yeah.
so when you go, you go.
Was plenty.
How long does it take to go down if you have the audition in New York City? It's a long ride.
I
right?
haven't been auditioning in fucking years, man. I haven't
Yeah.
done shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a while. You know.
Well, Aiden.
I mean, they had my resume for the Sopranos gig. I haven't heard any shit. You know, haven't heard nothing. But
Well, Aiden, you said you just did one. How long of a travel is it from Rochester to New York City to do that?
It's like 6 hours. I drove down last time. I either drive or take the train.
Wow.
It's a nice little, happy little train ride. Whatever.
Some pretty country.
Yeah, I was down there. Whatever.
you're up in Rochester?
I am.
Yeah. Where's Syracuse? That's up by there, right? Is that
Yeah,
Rochester?
it's about an hour east.
Yeah, my new employer is in Manlius. Manlius,
Okay.
like right out of Syracuse.
I,
Yeah, it's
I,
right near there. Yep.
I lived in Syracuse for a year when I was a child. I didn't like it though. But
That's cool.
then we went to Jersey, became a
No.
Jersey boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yes. How's Jersey City, Chris? Are you in Jersey City?
I am.
What's going on?
It's all right. It's good. There's not much to do right now. I'm in my apartment. For the most part, walk my dog every now and then, get outside. But But yeah, there's not a lot going on here right now at the moment. We're pretty much just hunkered down and riding this thing out.
Yeah, it was pretty
so.
tough there in Jersey City, though, right? A lot of
there's not too many positive things to point at the moment, unfortunately. We're kind of just, like I said, we're riding this thing out at the moment.
Well, hoping I hope that like around July we can almost get back to normal. Around like I hope that's my hope.
Something. Just I haven't I don't have any work. I mean, that's really the thing. You know, it's just being able to get a job in would be nice at some point this summer. I had a lot of stuff scheduled. And so I'm hoping some of that comes back, you know, that I got a couple rescheduled dates and we'll get in touch with you when we do it again kind of thing. So I got some things, hopefully once we can do stuff, I will be able to do stuff. But
I know that everyone's like home writing and getting ready and they're doing auditions like on the internet. So everyone's gearing up for it. So I think it's going to explode once we're all back to normal again.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I just doing the interviews. Like I hear a lot of the actors are doing online casting directors. They're just going through everybody really like thoroughly just to make sure.
Advantage of the time. I've been updating, you know, portfolios and my reels and all that kind of stuff, getting my website up and running again. It was down for a little while. So just doing whatever I can to be on the front end of everything, and when it does happen, I'm ready. I'm not playing catch up.
And hopefully we can have our film festival in August. That would be nice. That'd be nice if that's like the first festival back. Like
great. That would be great. I'm crossing my fingers for that one. You know, even if we have to move it or something, I don't know. But I'm hoping that one. Yeah, I got my fingers crossed for that one.
Yeah, we had to move our one in Asbury. We moved it to September. So if we have to move it, we have to move it. But maybe there'll be a lot of festivals in September, October, November.
There'll be a lot of everything. Everything that, you know, I do events. I cover events and stuff, and they're all getting rescheduled for. You know, I've got stuff in September, October, November, all lined up with rescheduled dates, and that's all pending, obviously, on restrictions and whatnot. I'd like to think that would be fine by then, but who knows?
Yeah. So
I feel like I'm grounded. Anybody else like
grounded?
Notice. So when I quit drinking and I was on Wall Street in 2008.
Yeah,
you know, I was like, it was this sort of party lifestyle, and it was crazy. And then I just stopped drinking, tried to become an actor, moved down the shore. I had no fucking money. I just lived on the beach. It was exactly like this. Like I just sort of fell off the face of the earth. I don't go to bars or restaurants. Nobody talked to me anymore. You know, I mean, life is still going on, but you know.
Didn't you go back to Wall Street?
No.
These are sales.
Not like the stuff I was doing.
No, not like
I used to be like that.
You're still an analyst and all that shit.
No, right? I don't analyze shit, dude. No, I created electricity between Big Bang. I just like there's no analysis behind it other than manipulation. Like that's how that whole at the highest levels, that's how it works. There's people that look at the numbers after it happens. They're called analysts. But when you're like with the people making this shit happen, it's just, you know, it gets
your ETF shit's gonna fucking explode in the next fucking year and a half.
Yeah, after it comes back, but it could be a while. I don't know. Man. This is gonna hurt for a long time because the thing is, like, they're gonna be able to stagger it back, but it's only gonna be a lot of young people at first. Like until everybody, the people are susceptible and like can start living again, it's gonna be
They could do a lot online now, though, right? They could do it a lot online.
What's that? Like Wall Street stuff?
Yeah.
Right? Well, they can. Yeah, I mean, it's all, you know, you can do it all online, sure.
I'm teaching online probably to the end of the year, and they're even saying, "Oh man, we might have to do this in September." I hope not, because.
So is that what this does? It look like?
They want to bring people back.
All your kids phone into you, and you're sitting right there like you are right now, and and teaching.
Yeah, this is it. But I haven't talked to them. I've been just emailing. I'll send them. We have like websites, and we go on. I'll send them work, and they do the work and send it in. So I haven't had to do a video, but I've been doing a lot of shows. Because we had a lot of like guest speakers, like you were supposed to come in the classroom, so we should have, you know, I can't use this one because we're all going, you know, telling stories that the kids can't hear. But I knew that. But I had a lot of interviews with actors and filmmakers and stuff, one-on-ones where I have used it in the classroom, or if they curse here or there, I just edited out and sent it. But like a couple of directors will say like talking about like porn and fuck this and cock and all that. So I was like, yeah, I'm not showing that.
Hey, speaking of, remember the ass slapping scene? You still have that footage, Chris?
What directors did you get talking about porn and cock? What do you?
Well, so some was like, we're freely talking in interviews and stuff, and it is the internet, and it is our other show, Hang On to Your Shorts. There's no rules, people are drinking, people are cursing, people are saying stuff. So that's the coolest thing about this. But
there's no alcohol rule on here.
You could drink on here. You want to drink?
Oh, okay. No, I don't. I
can't drink because
I don't drink anymore.
I can't drink on the air, but off the air, but not on the air because then they'll see that. So, but everyone.
You want to watch it?
If you go back and watch our shows, I'm drinking coffee, sort of.
My bomb is too big to get up for.
Darren, you remember that time that we went to that festival and it was me, you, and Kevin and Cullen? You were there.
I know.
And it was like all these arty film people, and then you and Kevin get fucking shit faced, getting loud as fuck at the bar, and you got fellas to the side laughing, and I'm getting so pissed because I'm like, they're gonna throw us out. To shut up. You're like, whatever. And you guys just partying.
Isn't that where they played the song where we saw the band play the fucking theme song?
No. No, like at the party bar. That's funny.
Oh no!
Bar, yes, they had a bar.
The bar next to where they're screaming.
Whisper. You guys were treated like
I got a hangover for days after that. Holy shit!
You guys are so loud. I moved up to watch the movie.
Person.
You couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear the movies because you hear Kevin's voice the whole time, like.
I think they asked me to leave at one point.
Did they? That was me. I was like, get the fuck out of here. That was me.
They did.
The night started out. I remember the night started out where I got into a fucking tussle or like a screaming match with some dude asking me for fucking money outside. Like he was like, I did 3 tours in Afghanistan. I'm like, dude, that's not my fucking problem.
That's how you know the night's off for a good start. If you're fighting with somebody about money at the beginning, you're going out strong, with the right attitude.
And don't get me wrong, I'm patriotic, man. I appreciate
USA.
But
you're
like, I need $10 to get in the door tonight.
Patriotic. Fuck your tours, man.
This guy just rubbed me the wrong fucking way, man. I don't know. I mean,
man. That was fucking
for the rest of the evening.
So, oh man, there's funny stories, man. Funny stories of all this. But I went to a lot of the screenings, so I saw it play in a lot of places. So, I remember it played up in Hoboken Film Festival, but it was all the way in Middletown, New York, and we had a nice little crowd. Were you there, Liam? Did you go to Middletown?
Yeah, I think I did go to that one. Yeah. In upstate New York, yeah, the Hoboken.
Yeah, well, we had you on the. I had to get you on the train back home and stuff.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, totally. That was awesome. That was so much fucking fun, man. That year.
We were in the garage. Happened? We were in the garage part, and we had like the couches sprawled out and everything.
Yeah.
So
you still don't drink, huh?
Me? Oh no. I let me tell you something. Liam. If I had started drinking, I wouldn't fucking be here. I'd be like, in the ground. No, marijuana edibles is about the only thing I do anymore. That's it. Nothing else.
All right.
No booze. No
gummy bears. Gummy bears.
A little fungus here and there.
What's that?
A little fungus here and there.
Yeah, every once in a while, but not that often. I can't even handle that anymore. I'm too old. Every time I feel like I'm talking to God now. And I have a big bag actually as we speak. They've just been sitting there, and I'm like, I'm the right time to eat them and think about life. I could come to the wrong conclusion.
He's going to have an epiphany, and he's going to write Marathon Mouth
too. Too many personalities in my head to feed.
Yeah, exactly. None of them like each other.
I don't know. Tell me about it. I'd have to argue with the wrong fucking person. I'd jump off a fucking hill.
Weren't you going to have an idea of taking one of the other characters in the film, Liam, and making a movie about one of the other characters at one point?
Oh, I was trying to remember who that would be. It was probably myself, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It would be great if I had my own movie. Oh, so remember when I lost my sunglasses when they fell off the hood of the car right before it filled up with steam? I lost my fucking mind. I was like,
Every time I see vintage sunglasses online like those, I think of you. It's fucking
And
weird.
I had the white Wayfarers. I happen to have white Wayfarers on me.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
so lucky. You can't even tell.
Do you still have, Liam, the wigs that we bought for the 80s scene in Jersey City running around?
I don't think so. I think I must have thrown those out. Oh man, they were great. It was too bad that day. We couldn't get the New York City skyline in the back.
The Liberty State Park exercising stuff, right?
Yeah.
That was beautiful arty filmmaking right there. I gotta say, it brings a fucking tear to my eye to think about it. You know?
Yeah, you want to talk about patriotic?
There we go, man. You know?
And then when we were trying to get everything in when on the beach, and the beach is always hard anyway, but it was like nasty out the whole day. Remember that?
That was a hard day. I had a camera.
You got the camera wet, right? It didn't work.
Yeah, it recorded. It just, I've had that problem since. I realized what was going on. But yeah, we couldn't. It wouldn't listen to me. I couldn't change my exposure.
But it turned out it's hard to film on a beach, so it came out pretty good.
It came out bitching.
Yeah.
Well, and it rained again too, which was, who saw that coming? We're looking for spots of no rain. We're just like kind of sitting in the car waiting for the rain to stop.
Yeah.
Run out and shoot before it gets too bad again. Yeah. And that's when the camera stopped talking to me, was in the rain. So I thought it was a rain issue, but I don't know what it is. I still don't know what happened, but it wouldn't talk to me. The camera.
We got it done, and I forget how many days that was that we filmed.
Dude, I mean, all things considered, that I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Obviously, I was a first-time filmmaker, first-time everything, and we had fucking horses and beaches worked off for us, like all these fucking different locations. It went smooth as shit. Nothing got fucked up.
We were a lot, yeah.
I mean, with everything that could have went wrong, nothing went wrong.
How's your nephew, bro?
How many?
How's your nephew?
What's that?
How's your nephew?
Me?
Yeah, Cullen.
Yeah.
Oh,
How's your nephew?
My nephew?
Yeah.
Well, I got a few nephews.
Who's the kid that was at the end? Who's in all of your shows? He was at the end of our show.
All my shows.
Stevie.
Oh, Stevie, my cousin. Stevie. Yeah, my cousin, Stevie. Oh, I should get Stevie on here.
Oh yeah, get him on.
I'll tell him right now to pop on.
Especially if he's been drinking. I want to hear.
He hasn't in a while. He needs one bad, but he's home with his parents. And
he's a good kid.
So how many towns did we shoot in? We shot in a lot of locations.
Oh, a bunch. Bradley Beach, Jersey City, a couple of them. No, Avon,
right?
Belmar. Did we shoot Belmar? It was a bunch. Yeah, Belmar too. Yeah,
a lot of location moves, all that stuff, and it went smooth. It went pretty well.
Because of all the sets I've been on, they're always total shit shows. Stuff always goes way longer than it's supposed to.
Yeah,
people fight. And like I gotta say, man, our shit ran like a well-oiled machine. It really did.
If it wasn't for that rain that day, everything else was fine, right?
Yeah. We pulled it off, even with the rain.
Yeah, we still
got it.
I mean, we shot in like a dentist's office, a restaurant.
That was great.
Barber shop. We were in all
barber shop. Yeah, Old West barber shop.
So many locations.
I like bars and beaches personally.
So those bars that we got, but there's some random guy's house, the beach,
the bed and breakfast. No, that was the bed and breakfast.
Oh, the bed and breakfast, right?
Yeah. Whose house was that?
That was a bed and breakfast.
No, the house, the pool.
Oh,
the pool. That was Kevin's buddies, I think.
Right.
Dude, he obviously knows people. I mean, that's how we got that fucking movie made. Was that one of his friends who was like
had money?
Dude had money like ridiculous, and heard the idea, thought it was hilarious, and was like, "What does it cost to make a movie like that?" Kevin's like, "Oh no."
You remember? Do you remember how we? Do you remember how we got
the screening?
What's that?
Was our benefactor at the screening?
Yeah.
He did go to one of the screenings. I was going to ask, like, what was his reaction? Did you see his reaction after it?
Well, I don't think he quite knew what he was getting into. This guy is, like, his company like makes movies and shit, or just got into it, I should say.
Really?
Yeah, but it was pretty hilarious.
Did he show them that this was the first one that he produced?
Dude, when we went to fucking meet him, I knew this guy pretty well. I hung out with him a bunch with Kevin and shit like that. Like, we were cool. Like, he's an awesome guy. I mean, self-made guy, grew up with Kevin in Jersey City. So I'm expecting this meeting, to be no big deal. I mean, the guy had made like, literally hundreds of millions of dollars like the year before. You could look it up on Google. So this is like 10 grand. It's like whatever. So I'm expecting this meeting to be pretty friendly. So we go into it, and his office was the entire side of a building. It wasn't even in the same building as the company that he like. And the secretary's like, over here. They had a patio, like and this whole like basically like a living room with all these couches, and it was unbelievable. So like whatever. So he comes in, we sit down, we're all chilling out, just talking. And then all of a sudden, like his demeanor totally fucking changes, and he sits up and he takes this real aggressive like stance to me. He's like, all right, so. How are we going to make money on this? Like,
really? Give us about another 30,000 more. We can make a feature. Maybe we'll make 10,000 back.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? He goes, listen, I don't do anything without like the intention of making money on it. I'm not just going to fucking do this like as a joke. Like, this is serious. Like, you got to tell me, we're going to get distribution on this, bro. And I'm looking over at Kevin, and Kevin is like, he won't even look at me, like he's turning away, like, that direction. I'm like, what did you tell this motherfucker? And I'm like, dude, we're not making money on it. Blah, blah, blah. And he starts getting more pissed, like, what? Are you telling me, blah, blah, that I'm going to spend all this money and all it's going to be is like, 20 minutes and nobody's going to give a shit about it? And I said, yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, this has no commercial potential. $10,000 to laugh at Kevin for 20 minutes. That is what this fucking is. He goes, all right, whatever. And he just gives us some money anyway.
Good pitch.
It's like, whatever.
Good pitch.
And then didn't you want to go back to him for another one?
Oh, of course I did. Well, after it, I was sort of silent enough, like, so what do you think?
Maybe he just doesn't remember, and we can get him for another 15 grand.
Nobody's loaded. The bars open up in the summer. I'm like, hey, that's not funny. Marathon Mount 2, what do you think? Got the back, they need him right now.
So, Aiden, how was it when you did the scene with the horse and you were like touching the horse and feeding the horse? How was that scene?
Well, I was a little tentative at first, but I warmed up to it. Was that? I don't remember. Was it just a total surprise? Was the horse expected to be there?
I think it was a last minute.
The horse was just walking by, and
right. Kevin was just like, Kevin just said, "Hey, go get your horse," right?
Yeah, we had to.
I think Kevin just told that woman to go get the horse.
He's walking around.
In the script, wasn't it? Wasn't the horse in the script?
Did you write the horse in the script, or you added it to it?
No. The horse, like Kevin was like hanging out with people. This is how much people love Kevin. Somebody's like, I gotta
go get the horse.
And Kevin's like, yeah, sure. So he's like, he tells me, like, well, we got this horse in the movie. I was like, all right.
Steve, how you doing, Steve?
Hey, how you doing,
so Steve had his first lines in the movie, in the scene, right? You said, I was just watching it. It was pretty funny. You're like, hello. And then your little look, you're like, to Kevin. And then you're like, hi, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. He stole and you did one take, right? You did one take?
Yeah, I actually whistled on my way back to
That's right.
To my ear.
Yeah, you had a full Guinness. He gave you a full Guinness. So you sat there and drank your beer.
Yes.
I would too. It was a full Guinness.
Yeah.
So.
And we framed up the bar. I said, no, leave Stevie there. It's fine. We'll just shoot him in it.
He was also in like the scene. You see the back of my head and the back of his head in the other bar scene where you guys are talking on the phone to Muffy. And you just keep seeing the back of my head, the back of Stevie's head. We didn't move. Like we're just standing there like
forget Muffy.
I mean,
I forgot all about Muffy.
Remember we shot with the fish too? We were like, oh, look at these fish. Let's
Yeah, the
feed,
fish.
let's feed them.
I think we just kept adding that in. Aiden, every scene you're in, you were feeding something.
Feeding an animal.
Yes.
The horse, the fish.
The horse was
That's
funny,
right.
man.
Yeah, the fish.
Was there anything else that we had him feed too, or was the horse and the fish maybe something else? I think there was another one.
I don't know what to think.
Have to go back.
Yeah.
And
That horse was funny though.
I forgot all about the fish. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
The horse was funny too though. Like I have that picture. Oh man, I wish I could pull it up. I have a picture that I took with it. I was like, well, let me take a picture with this horse. And
you're directing, right? You're
yeah, I was
directing.
directing. And it's like looking into the screen at the camera, and I'm like directing it like in the picture. It's really funny. I gotta find it.
I think I might have it. I might have that,
I have
that
it
shot.
somewhere. That was really funny. Because it wouldn't stay where we wanted it to because it's a horse. And so it like came around to the back of the camera with me, and I was like, somebody get a picture with me in this thing.
You're like, you said that like, this is what I did today. Directed a horse.
What happened with the Muppy? Did she elope with the horse? What happened?
Wasn't she supposed to go with Darren's character, or that was like? Was she like with Darren's character in the end, and that's why he got pissed off and had the heart attack?
Oh yeah, 'cause he was talking to her when they were running. That's right. Yeah, yeah. You definitely want to get between him and a chick, man. That's a bad idea.
I was just rewatching it a little while ago, and then when he had the heart attack, and you're playing all his lines.
I didn't sign up for this.
What?
That's my daughter.
Oh,
Oh,
Say hello, Allie.
Hi, guys.
hello.
Hello.
Oh.
What is that?
I have to vacuum.
Oh boy. So Steve, so you enjoyed doing your first acting?
Yes.
You like that? Yeah.
I enjoyed the meal more. I think that's why I was paid to be on this project.
We've had you. We've had you in many things, but you never got the lines. You're always just standing in the background. Hey, Steve, use background, and then so you finally got your lines.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome.
So about time.
But
you were mailing that check, Cullen?
He got enough stuff from me. I don't even know.
Cullen told me like about three or four weeks in the film that he like forgot to mail the check to SAG. I was like,
Me? Oh no. SAG mixed up. Like I said, remember we mailed them. We mailed they took the checks out and they put them in the wrong envelopes, right?
Oh no.
Didn't they mail them to the wrong people?
The checks.
Yeah, I got Jenna's check. Jenna got my check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Oh, I knew that.
No, not the,
Remember, I had to meet Jenna at Union Square. We switched checks.
And I was like, Liam, I put them in the right envelope. They took them out and they put them in the wrong envelope.
Other shit you were supposed to pay for. I forget what it was exactly. It was the hell was it? It was something. I forget the exact story.
And then
funny.
So we were all taken care of with SAG. Everything was done. They're like, congratulations, all that. And then it went to all the fest. And like a year and a half later, a guy calls me up and he's looking. He's like, did you pay people? Did you do this and that? I was like, dude, because that was when SAG was like a mess and everybody like quit and it was just a big mess for a while.
Yeah.
And they just kept pulling all files that they weren't sure were closed. So I was like, dude, I have the email right here. I sent it to you. You're an idiot. I sent the guy. I was like, how can you look at all this stuff? I had everything on file. I shoved it right in his back of his face. I was like, leave me alone. It's been done for a year. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, well, why don't you look at your paperwork for once, you know?
Why, you're the producer, man.
Yeah, I had it all. Like, good thing I kept it. I had everything still. And I was like, dude, we did this like a year and a half ago, you morons. So I was not happy about that. So I let him have it. I'm like, the guy we dealt with for SAG at the time was great. He was easy to work with. But sometimes you have to deal with some people that it got harder to make short films for a while there. I think they might have made it easier now, but it was harder to like do a SAG short.
No, but wasn't weren't you guys like under the cable thing or like internet thing?
No, it was just regular SAG short. Regular SAG short. But then right after that, then they made it easier and then they made it harder again. Because then
because of indie and streaming, they made it easier. I mean,
they made it easier for a while.
Yeah. Netflix like made so much shit for nothing.
And then they were getting all these people getting into SAG a lot because of that new rule that they had. And then they backed it up and they took it away. So I remember I was working on something and they took it away as we were doing it. So everyone that was supposed to get SAG, no one got it.
How long ago was that?
A long time ago. It was a long time ago now. So it keeps changing. It changed a lot. So I think they're making it easier again, but they put insurance. Like if we were making a short film and they make you have at least, they have to put down like $1,200 or $1,500 of insurance first.
Really? That much?
Yeah.
How much do we have to put down?
Nothing.
Bugs?
Nothing.
At that time, you didn't need to do that.
Couple of years.
So whatever insurance the basic insurance you had with the company that you had to film the LLC, that was all you needed. Then all of a sudden it was like $1,500.
23. That's still in existence, by the way.
What does $1,500 cover?
What's that?
Cover.
It doesn't cover much, but there's I know I had a lot of people that were doing SAG shorts and they stopped and they went non-union because they didn't want to pay the $1,500 every time. Just to start, you had to first pay the $15 and then you pay everything else. So it was ridiculous. I think it's still there. I think they still have that.
$1,500, and how much insurance do you get for $1,500?
Not much, because you also pay the insurance for the actors anyway. On top of that,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
On top of that. So it's like, I guess it's just on set insurance because I know some friends that had like, where we're filming has insurance, so we don't need that. And they're like, no, you need specific insurance. And so they still had to pay it. So
I think we should pivot off the insurance discussion. This is
yeah.
We're going down a dark rabbit hole.
I know, right? It went into a little serious there from us saying, fuck this. To like, yeah. Right, Steve? You got a funny story about the set, Steve?
What's up, guys?
How are you?
I have a fun story about the auditions.
She's working for Fox News these days.
Oh.
Are you kidding me, Liam?
I'm not a Democrat. Relax. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
It's all good. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Love you.
Steve, you were telling a story?
Sunday morning, if your wife wants a banging fucking yoga class, my daughter teaches Ashtanga 12 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'm a big yoga guy. I do that shit all the time.
Son plays the guitar during
and my kid, my other son.
Yeah, your other
And
son.
and my son plays live guitar during her class.
It's really cool.
It's very cool.
Just to know.
I'll send you all an invitation.
Yeah, send me an invitation. We're doing a lot of yoga now in quarantine. It's good medicine.
It is good medicine. It is.
Keeps you sane, man.
If I didn't have such bad vertigo, I would take her class right now.
Yeah. Wait, maybe the gin and tonics, and maybe I'll link to that. I'm just saying.
That helps. A few good whips.
Has anybody been binging a lot of TV, a lot of shows on Netflix?
I have to tell you, I watched the fucking Tiger King.
Oh, you did?
I watched it. As much as I hate to admit it, I've watched it, and I'm fascinated. I mean, it's a little fascinating. I mean, I knew a guy named Chair, so this doesn't really surprise me. I mean, this is the guy who thought he was a chair, and people sat on him a lot. So the Lion King kind of thing does it. I kind of get it.
What are you talking about? I think they should run Joe Exotic over Joe Biden.
Isn't he in jail?
He's gay, right?
Oh, we lost Aiden. 80.
What happened to him?
He disappeared.
Yeah,
There he is.
I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, my screen is black.
I
I
truly
pressed
want to
button.
see Joe Exotic be pardoned by Donald Trump.
I think he's got a good shot.
It would fascinate me.
And you know what else? I'm gonna call on this podcast is the Lysol company, because all they had to do was say nothing. Okay, and at least those 80,000 Trump supporters that are the swing votes in those fucking dipshit states.
Hey, look.
That many people would have been wiped out of his base. Biden wouldn't have won the fucking election. All they had to do was just say nothing about Lysol and let the people inject it. I mean, it's
I have been fucking hoofing Lysol since I'm 9 years old. No worse for the
I
wear.
look so young. I love it. I mean, that's a Trump movie.
So, what, Chris? Have you been watching some Netflix?
Fox, huh? Lysol offers. I gotta say,
Yeah,
Have you been watching some Netflix or any binging anything?
I finished Netflix. I'm waiting for the sequel.
You finished Netflix?
Yeah,
Done?
the first one was good. I'm waiting for the second one to come out. Yeah, I love Ozark. Ozark is a great
Yes,
show.
I've been binging Ozark. I'm on season 3. I love it.
It's a
Amazing.
great show.
What about you, Aiden? Anything? Binging anything?
I'm revisiting Deadwood.
Ooh.
Nice.
Revisiting Deadwood.
Nice.
Dude,
Didn't they make a Deadwood movie?
they did. It was actually not bad.
Huh?
Actually not bad.
You guys
So-
do Westworld? Anyone watch Westworld?
I haven't watched it yet, but I heard the last season was really good. Or the upcoming, I forget what it was.
I love the
What
show.
about Better Call Saul? No fans?
Yeah. I finished that. It's Better Call Saul. Great.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe they ended the season.
What's that?
Before we got on this thing, I was watching the movie It,
Yeah.
for the first time. Everybody said it was the most terrifying thing in the whole world. I thought it was like the Sandbox with a fucking clown. It was ridiculous. It was not scary. It was
That new one's pretty fucking good.
fucking like childish.
Yeah. The new one?
What
The
was
new
this
one?
movie? Either one. I watched parts of one, parts of the. I mean, it's ridiculous.
You watch it in order, or just it's like
the first one. I literally watched the first one, and it was the Sandlot with a fucking clown instead of a dog.
It was ridiculous. It was a lot like Stranger Things.
I thought it was like so disappointing. I mean, like Exorcist, or fucking steroids, or Carrie to grow a fucking sense of humor or something.
Field of Dreams meets Apocalypse Now.
So bad.
So, Stevie, what have you been watching, Stevie?
I haven't been watching it.
Stevie, are you an It fan?
No, actually not a horror fan. So
No, he's not a horror. He doesn't like horror. I dragged him a bunch of horror films. He doesn't like horror.
That's because of Larry's movies. You fucking torture the poor guy.
No. But no, you never liked horror that much, do you? But what have you watched any Netflix lately?
I'm watching the Crown with my parents right now.
A Crown, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you want to do me a favor? Go and look up something called Croy the Prequel.
Yeah.
And see if that's I was in that, and I wound up getting cut, and supposedly it got picked up by Netflix or some fucking idiot, and I haven't followed it since.
What's it called?
Croy, Croix. The Prequel.
The prequel.
Yeah.
So we're kind of almost done with the show here, so I wanted to go around and you guys to promote whatever you want to promote coming up or anything that you want to talk about.
Promote that. That's
no, you don't. Well, you just promoted it. No, we'll go around. So
I know the skinny on it.
Well, yeah. So Mr. X over there, do you have anything that you're that's going on? Do you want to promote anything?
I don't want to promote anything. Right now, I think any filmmaker is going to be on hold probably for the foreseeable future. Not that it wasn't before the play, but now it definitely is. But I'm going to promote good health. So
there you go.
Yeah.
How you doing?
What about you, Aiden? You have anything that you did that's in the can coming out, or
The can coming out.
well, that's what. You know.
Yeah, I'm in Croy the prequel. Make sure you check out Croy the prequel. I have a good part in
I
that.
love you, Aiden. You're fucking hysterical.
Check that one out.
You're not a victim on the cutting room floor like
No,
that.
I got nothing going on.
Well, I know a lot of the TV shows they start filming now for the fall, and they're not.
Hopefully,
So,
hopefully they come back into the production.
oh, Steve, yep. Oh, Steve. Well, we got Stevie and I do the Point Lookout Film Festival. It's moved to November, so it was supposed to be a couple weeks ago, but we moved it to November. So we'll be on Long Island for that, right, Steve?
Yes.
Where in Long Island that you have to?
Point Lookout. It's right near Long Beach.
Yeah, right near Long Beach here, Point
And
Lookout.
Jones Beach is
Yeah.
When?
next to Jones Beach.
Yeah, so Stevie's cousins have a bar there. It's a really cool place to go to, and they just opened up a brewery there too,
Yep.
right? What was the name of the brewery? That's it, Bright Eye Brewery Co. So.
You can't forget to send me an invitation to this because I am on Long Island.
I will.
Nice, yeah. So that'll be in November because I'm off a week in November during the election week. So, and then. So then we decided to push it.
Yeah, but we're looking at election day after election day. So
Yeah,
so that week I have that week off. So
some people may drinking it, some people may drinking their sorrows away.
So you guys like actually remember like we're in April, so you know where you're gonna be in fucking November. I'm impressed.
Well, we have to plan it. We have to plan it. So we figure we better be okay in November.
Okay.
We're small enough.
I'm good with that.
So what about you, Darren? Do you have anything to promote out there other than Croy?
I actually finished close to a 600-page novel that I'm in the process of breaking up into two pieces.
Wow.
I should actually send half of it to you. It's like a screenplay.
Screenplay, yeah, let's do it.
And it's all fucking.
We got a guy that likes to give money to movies.
Yeah,
it's all real. I mean, he might like this.
Is there any way you can have Cousin Kevin as a star of it? Because
that's some real shit.
You got to attach him to the key role.
He can play the horse.
Do you have any roles for anybody with a giant Irish potato head? No?
Oh.
There'll be roles for anybody who can be degenerate to play those parts.
And Chris, what about you? Anything you want to promote out there?
I just literally today I put some stuff on my in my store. I'm printing, so I do a lot of photography. If people don't know that, I am printing some of my photos onto face masks, onto cloth face masks.
Oh wow!
So that's kind of cool. If you go to my company's Facebook page, it's Capacity Images. There's links for it on there. They're kind of cool. Concert
You're
shot.
breaking up, Chris. If you can email the link.
Yeah, I'll send the link around.
Well, Ming will put the link up there for you.
Yeah, it's Capacity Images on Instagram. It's got the link to the masks. It's kind of cool. If it goes well, I'll add more. I put 12 designs up. I can do another 12 next week.
Yeah, put picture the Bright Side Fest with Tommy.
Brightside Tavern Film Festival cloth face masks.
Yeah, put it on the webpage and just sell them like
You could sell them to the gangsters at night there too. So you got two markets.
Yeah,
there you go. Put that up. So, so if you look on we have our link to the film. So when you guys get off here and feel like watching the film again, and Ming put the link of where you can go see it on YouTube. So hopefully people will check out the film. We'll get a lot of hits. That'll be great.
Hey, thanks for being a part of the film. I really do appreciate everybody's work. It was a fucking great experience with you guys. So, thank you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was great to have a little reunion here. As much as I thought it'd be a lot of fun to do. So,
good idea.
And we gotta pump it back out there. We got people to see it.
Aiden, Chris, all you guys, you're fucking awesome.
So
You are. Thank you.
I have.
You too, buddy.
We have a couple shows coming up. I have a couple shows coming up next week, so hopefully people can tune in. One of my students is interviewing a couple other younger actors. So I'm getting a lot of actors to do this. So hopefully, instead of me doing it, I'm going to bring my students in to do Cullen on Film and interview the young actresses, young actors. I'll just do the adult ones. So, say, what's this here? Is that your site? That's your site, Chris.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. Thank you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it was funny because we were doing the show the other night, and then I forgot, like, we were doing the show. I was like, why didn't I, not many people were tuning in. I was like, wait, the football draft was on. It's on tonight too. Isn't it on tonight too?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if people watched it past the first round, right?
Yeah. Not really.
No.
But, it was record breaking. It was like record breaking. People watching that last night because there's no sports. So I was like, I was wondering why no one was like online last night because we usually get a lot of people. So
fish in a barrel too, right? I mean, what else are we gonna do?
What else are we gonna do? So this has been going well. So I thought, this would be a lot of fun. So thanks guys for coming on. It's been like a really cool reunion.
Yeah, invite me back. I'll come back.
Yeah. We could do, Chris. We could do a one-on-one interview thing for my school.
That sounds great.
So we'll plan on doing that. So I'll let you know when, maybe sometime next week or so, because I'm actually lined up. It's crazy.
That's awesome. Well, I'm free. I'll be here.
Yeah. Who knows? You should do a.
Have a great night, guys.
See you, man. You should do a quarantine film. Well, all right. So thanks to everyone coming in, listening tonight, and it will be out there for everyone else to tune in. So thanks for coming, and that's it. So thanks a lot, Ming, for producing, and we're gonna be clicking off the air right now, and we can still be on in a second here, but.